Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Big Dog and welcome to my first ever Destiny video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a secret, or I guess a hidden weapon in Destiny, which I would consider the rarest weapon in the game. And from my experience, there's only one way to acquire this weapon. Now, you cannot acquire this weapon from completing quests or even picking up an engram for PvE or PvP. The weapon I am talking about is called the Martial AO. This weapon is probably the most basic auto rifle in Destiny. Now, this weapon actually does not take up a slot in your primary weapon, so this gun is kind of like a replacement weapon for not having a primary weapon equipped. The only way you'll be able to acquire this weapon is by progressing through the first curse quest, which is actually unlocked at the gunsmith rank level 5 on any character. During the first curse quest, the gunsmith will actually give you a prototype weapon of the first curse, which will make you have to get some sort of challenges done. So these challenges are around 7 precision kills in a Crucible game, 7 precision kills in a row, and infuse the weapon to 260 light. Now once you have infused the weapon and you've done all the challenges and everything, you hand the weapon in to the gunsmith. But before I handed in the weapon to the gunsmith, I actually had it equipped as my primary weapon. And then when I handed it in to the gunsmith, it didn't replace my primary weapon with one of the guns I have in my slot. And instead, it just gave me this gun called the Martial AO. When I went to look at my character, it showed me holding this black weapon, as you can see in the gameplay right now, and I thought this was very weird. So I went onto Earth and I went onto patrol and tested this weapon out. I shot a couple of enemies and it seemed to do pretty decent against them. But the bad thing about this weapon is that it's really bad against high level enemies. I'm talking about level 40 enemies, and they just do jack shit damage. So this tells that the light level on this gun is basically around a 3 or a 4 light level. So after finding out this weapon is absolutely horrible, I went into a Crucible match to test this weapon out. When I jumped into Crucible, I tested the weapon and it showed me that this weapon is absolutely awesome. This weapon does 26 damage to the head, doing 21 damage to the body too. And with the Weapons of Light buff on, the weapon will deal 31 damage to the head and 26 damage to the body. And considering it's very high damage, it must have some pretty bad downfalls, and it does. Its rate of fire is on the slow end, just the same rate of fire as the Surus regime, and its range is very poor. Its stability is moderate to high. Its magazine size is 25 bullets, and its reload is quite normal for auto rifles. With these pretty bad stats on the weapon and no perks on the gun itself, for some reason this gun seems to outperform a lot of other weapons, just like the Last Word and even the Universal Remote, which is absolutely ridiculous. And now what I think about this weapon? Well, this weapon is actually pretty decent. I had a good time playing with this weapon, and I also recommend you guys actually go out, do the first curse quest and get this gun, because it actually is a weapon that you will want to play with. And as said before, this weapon actually has a pretty low light level, which shows that it's pretty bad in Iron Banner and no chance of survival in Trials of Osiris. But this gun is absolutely fun to use in Crucible, and I love playing with people's minds because I go up to them, message them saying, "Oh, can you tell me what my primary weapon is?" And they just are all confused. And now there have been other ways for you able to acquire this weapon, such as doing the Necrohasm. So once you've done it from the Aladon ally and you put the Cruxacoda in it, it changes it to the Necrohasm, and if you had another exotic equipped, it will like take it out and replace it. But now they've fixed it, the first curse quest is really the only way you'll be able to actually use this weapon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you liked it. Please comment and tell me on how well I did for my first Destiny video. Tell me what I need to improve on and everything. And yeah, so catch you guys all in my next video. Tell me
pretty lies, look me in the face.